to Time to Chill. This is Craig Smith. Yes, we're recording high, and I hope you are as well. I'm here with
Toby.
Sid.
Mike.
I thought they was gonna give like more of a intro for that. I'm Toby from da da da, and I do this, I'm Sid and show, But I guess it's just Toby, Sid, and Mike. That's it. So first of all, Toby, what do you do? Like, what brings you here? What all the years of life, what culminated to this point?
Right now I am currently working on a music project. I also go by the rapper name Energy. It's ENRG. And I also do seal coating and manufacturing as a job and getting cross-trained to road stripe.
That sounded way too smart for me, but you lost me after you start talking about rapping. That's some shit I could wrap my head around. Toby, what about you, man?
No, I was just his ride, so I got roped into it that way.
Oh, sure.
So I'm
That's
here to
it.
try something new.
So you just hit by proxy. You don't even want to tell us. We can't even find out what's it. He too exclusive. Mike, what's up with you, man?
Mike, I run my own studio called Drip Clean Productions. Really specialize in audio and filming. So I also got a show coming up June 15th. I got Jim Jones coming and L Hitler. My bad.
Oh, what's Madison?
Yeah, they gonna be
Jim
at
Jones coming up there?
That's cool.
Yeah, Barrymore Theater.
Oh, nice.
Check
Dope.
it out,
Dope. What's your rap name?
Life
Yeah.
stands for life is forever evolving. That's what it stands for.
Yeah, for sure.
That's
for
cool.
Sure. Dope. So yeah, rappers, and I mean, I do comedy. That's what I do. I don't rap no more, man. Fuck music. I hate that shit. That shit broke my heart, man. But anyways, I used to rap, but I don't really rap no more and shit. But if y'all want to hear the sense of life, other than that, man, really see me do the comedy thing. I do comedy at Comedy on State, and mostly all the other shows around here. And that's just Craig Smith. That's like my real name. No funny gimmicks with that one. And I ain't worried about you taking my identity because you can't do nothing but make my credit better at this point. So I guess we finna get into it. We can just kick it off with hip hop since we here with a bunch of rappers and musicians and stuff. We'll kick it off with how Nipsey Hussle passing or just his life period affected everybody. And I don't really want to delve too much and just keep it on the depth of it so much, just because it's been a while and everybody already been talking about that and kind of way heavy on that, and we all kind of feel the same way. But it probably hit people in a different way. I probably wasn't listening to as much music before Victory Lap, but I am glad that I heard Victory Lap and was a fan of it when it dropped and kind of got put onto him more musically before he was out of here. So in a way, like I knew him anything, it's not like that, but in a way kind of like appreciating him before, he was gone. So, I mean, I know you was mentioning earlier, you didn't really, know too much of him, so how was it affecting you when it got to him, if it did at all, even if you heard?
I think the thing that got me the most about it is that there's another dead, talented, gifted artist that is gone now, and it's sad because I didn't really know too much about him besides rapping with Wiz Khalifa and I think maybe Devin the Dude too. But the thing that got me the most about it was he died just like Mac Miller or all these other celebrities that really didn't get very much attention before that, and then when they died, that's when everybody kind of more so gravitated towards their music and stuff, and
yeah,
it kind of sucks because I didn't realize what he was trying to do for the community and stuff, and I don't know, it seems like everybody's dying now. The world's going crazy right now.
Yeah, when stuff like that happen, it feels that way, because it's such a high magnitude, and it affects so many people and reaches so many people. But it's it's a lot to celebrate out there and stuff too. Even with you was mentioning the stuff he did for the community, even with, and then it depends on what you believe. His mom and his family is very like spiritual and very in tune with that, and they kind of calming everybody down and having visions of seeing them and all this type of stuff. So it made me feel like, maybe, I shouldn't be tripping so much, or I shouldn't be feeling so down. He was here for a reason, and then you look at like maybe the after effects, like now he done proved that rappers can do that. He proved that, you don't have to just spend all your money on jewelry, cars, and all of that. You can actually invest in your hood and get almost even more respected. And maybe that was it, like what his father was saying, like he was out, he came here to do something, he did what he was meant to do, and then, he moved on from it after that in a physical form. But everything blowing up after that, like I hear what you're saying, it sucks, but in his case, it's kind of good because he was doing so much. So now it puts a bigger light on everything that he was doing, as opposed to a Mac Miller who is, I was a Mac Miller fan before he passed, like since the Kids mixtape, but for the people who didn't know, that does put it on a bigger, bigger scale now. Now they looking at it like, and appreciating him after he passed, but not to slight Max enough and Max passing enough because I'm a fan, but you looking at his music and his catalog, and when it comes to Nipsey, you looking at, man, he was doing this for the community, he was doing that, like he did that, and it's more of an inspiration and more of a, this can be done, throughout, without, because people will talk about it, but we never seen it. So now we got a visual of what it's like when that's done. And I forget the rapper in LA now that just bought a store. He bought him a store. Only thing I remember about it is Enterprise, because he spelled Enterprise, INNERPRIZE. Like, like an enemy. So just on a deep level, I thought that was pretty dope. But that's the start. Like now he another rap out there in LA, his own store. He can employ his friends, his community, and this can go on every other city. When the big rapper go there.
Yeah, I think mostly Nipsey inspired the average black person to do something. Like I think a lot of people are afraid. Like that's why they ain't thinking about investing. Like money, they running out buying shoes, buying cars, and all that. That's the norm. Nipsey did something different, and plus he was from the hood. So if everybody looking at you, they accept you from the hood, and they look up to you and they respect you. And plus you're giving them a different insight on life and different things that you can do. So I think that's what he inspired people, the average person, to do next to him. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people in the spotlight, they don't inspire you to do the things that he inspired you to do. Invest in the hood, buy out the hood. You know what I'm saying? Buy buildings, buy houses, invest in it, fix it up, change it. And he inspired so many people to do that. Like I said, the average person, they don't think about investing in nothing. They thinking about going out and buying Jordans or a car with some rims on it. It's not really investing. It's just something to flash.
Yeah, it's just nice to see another, like I said, another visual to emulate. Like everybody see what works as far as like you gotta rap about this or sing about this or look like this on Instagram. So you get more people doing that because they're seeing that's what works. So it's a good thing that he was out there doing that and showed like this is possible. And now other people can see that and be like, no, I want to do this thing instead. I want to do that. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot harder. It's a harder road. It's not gonna come as quick because that's not gonna get it. It's just like, truthfully speaking, it ain't gonna get the same attention. It's not gonna get like the same praise that the ignorant stuff will get. But it's worth it in the end as far as like lasting. Like even people that do make that type of music, they find the other avenues and they get smarter with it. Like, Lil Yachty, for instance, he wrote the City Girls song. I didn't know that. Like, and that's apparently a huge song. And he like wrote the song for him. So now he got other hits like that. Yeah. He doing stuff like he invested $1 million like in his friends trying to get them rich and get them, but they was lazy, so he had to learn that the hard way, like being young, about, friends and relationships and all of that.
That's another thing too. Like just cause you own don't mean you gotta just look out for all your homies and all that. I say it like this: if you get on, invest in the business and get them jobs. Like,
Exactly. Or even if
so
they
many
on the
people
road
trying
with you, have them on payroll,
Yeah.
yeah. Them to that position, you putting them at
So many,
on payroll.
it's stuck in so many rappers' head. Like you got to be real. In order to be real, you got to look out for your homies. But what's looking out for your homies? Your homies got to be willing to do something. You know, they can't just sit back and just ride off your coattail. Then when you fall, what they at? You know what I'm saying? Put them in a position where they can also help just in case you slip. Now you put them on the platform as well. Invest in what type of ideas do they have to invest in? Different business ventures and stuff like that. Like not, you can't take care of 10 people and then you got a family and all that too. I mean,
Yeah, that is a good, like, find out what they want to do, what they interested in, and then invest in them that way. That way they, you know, you set them up, give them a better shot at whatever, you know, they wanted to do. Because a lot of people that's all they need, you know, is that shot. They just need somebody to give them that chance and let them know. It's a bunch of rappers that make it because the dude from the hood with all the drug money told him, you work on music, I'll fund this, blah, blah, blah. And they gave that dude the chance to just create. And hopefully, you know, he took care and came back around. But that's, a lot of people just need that chance and let me just focus on this. I don't want to have to worry about bills. I don't want to have to worry about how I'm going to eat. I don't want to have to worry about none of that. And a lot of people's dreams get like shut down or, you know, deferred because they got bills. They got a job to work. And after 8 hours, I'm fucking tired. I don't want to, you know what I'm saying, put another 8 hours into my dream, or I can't afford to invest into my dream because I'm making 1,000, 1,500, and I need 16 for bills.
Yep.
So I'm always borrowing because it's just shit like that that the average person goes through that can really like diminish your hopes. But yeah, like thankfully for the internet, you know, people, you know, finding a way, and it's a little bit easier now because you can just be at the work to the world from your phone. So, and yeah, but as far as like with hip hop and shit, more of that stuff going, like you also gotta like stay humble and stuff and be like know where you at and not let that ego get to you, you know, for the most part. I.e. somebody like J. Cole, who was recently caught riding his bike like through New York still, and he easily worth like millions. And I just love the way he moved through the hip hop world, through the hip hop game. Like, I mean Kendrick too, but Kendrick's not as out there with his movements as J. Cole is, and that's a lot to say because J. Cole ain't out there either. But you'll see him doing something like, you know, how him at the fucking basketball game, courtside on the floor with the same ones he been wearing, the same Jordan ones he been wearing all year.
dressing down.
Exactly. You know, not even caring.
Dressed down. Like,
You'll catch him in traffic riding his bike when I can have a Suburban take me wherever I want, you know, but nah, I'm gonna ride my bike and get there and everything. Like, it's just like stuff like that I love to see. And because, you know, it's not, you know, it's just no ego there. And you know that, oh, there's somebody who I can walk up to and talk to, and they're not gonna super stop, you know, they're not gonna make me feel less than.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it's just a dope feeling, and it's great when not only rappers, just celebrities, period, like being in the comedy thing, meeting a lot of comedians, it's always refreshing when you meet somebody who, like when Tone Bell was here recently, and I did the weekend hosting for him, and he like doing movies on shows and all of that, and you kind of get in your head because it's a human thing. Naturally, you throw your defenses up, like just in case he an asshole or he try to like little man. I'm gonna be ready for it and act like it ain't gonna affect me, it ain't gonna hurt me. I knew you would be like da da da. So in my head, I'm already preparing. And then you meet him and he cool as fuck, and now I'm like, oh shit, like that was all me. You know, that was my thought. Right? I'm sitting here worried about how he gonna treat me because I'm like worried about him being over me or nothing, but nah, he a human just like I'm human and shit. It was a dope weekend, and so it's always a good feeling when you meet somebody who got status, so to speak, but they down to earth and they treat everybody like human beings and whatnot. Like, I don't know if y'all ever like, you know, went through that.
That's the whole
like either way,
perception.
vice versa. I could have met somebody and they was like,
that's the perception that the media give you though.
Yeah.
They put you that fame, they put that spotlight on you. And they had a totally different picture painted of you, like, oh man, this person you can't talk to them and you can't approach them right, and they probably stuck up and snobby. Then when you meet them, it's like, oh shit, he cool as hell, like shit, he just like me.
Yeah,
talk about the same shit, you know what I'm saying?
And sometimes I have so many people working for them that they don't even get a half of the stuff that's supposed to come to them because they got to travel through so many people, and then they get judged on the way that the people working for them reacting or
Yeah.
responding.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
that sucks too, because then now you got people, you got regular people without your fame or your notoriety, but the power to treat people with your fame and notoriety. Like somebody emailing you, and you a shitty person, but you work for this star, and somebody emailing you, they don't know that that's not, even if they know that's not you, they can word it in a way where I'm gonna say no to you in the way that I want to say no in a mean way, but all of it's gonna get credited to this guy.
Right.
So because I'm having a shitty day, or because I'm a shitty person, or because I'm mean, or don't give a fuck about you, because I feel like he the man, I'm getting money, so because I'm working for him, I'm good in a good position. I'm looking at you like less than, so I'm gonna respond that way. But now this person get blamed for it,
Yeah.
and the word around going because of this person. So you gotta like watch who you be having around you too. It's so much. It's so much stuff like within it, like speaking of shit like that. I don't know if y'all heard about it. Well, remember that girl Selena Powell? She was like the Instagram girl that was fucking all the rappers, taking the videos, trying to like get babies with them and stuff. Like, yeah, she like fuck Chief Keef and shit, and he was like saying, take your phone away. If she had another phone that was recording him telling her to take his phone away just to have it, she tried to get Offset set up. She was wild and like some stuff with Tekashi, all of that. But anyway, she went on Adam 22 No Jumper podcast. He's a podcaster that podcast and get views. So he got her on his show, and she just out there talking about just regular stuff. Well, not regular stuff, just stories nobody really need to know. You know. So stuff like with NBA YoungBoy, which I didn't hear that story. That's the one that keep popping up, but I didn't click on that one. The only one I heard was her and Academics. I guess they were supposed to be together, which loose word together, which is I hear her what she's saying, but from this situation I can already assume this she wasn't his girlfriend. But her and Tekashi was there. She showed Tekashi a video of her giving head. Tekashi said, I gotta have that. Then him went out the room. Then Tekashi went back up there with a condom. She was mad because he was using a condom, but he said the act told him to. Now, from that, I hear, yeah, she was doing, who she is, and she proud of it, so whatever. So that's how it was. He go there, act don't care, and then he telling Tekashi use a condom because, hey, bro, she dangerous. Right. She does this to me. You might want to use a condom. He just protected his friend. Like, don't go in there because she'll get you too. Not the way she made it seem. Well, I ain't gonna say her. I shouldn't, my bad. I'm not gonna put it on her making it seem because social media take it however they want. Mm-hmm. But you go through the comments and stuff and people, it make it seem like Act was like Tekashi fuck Act girl in front of him. Oh, and I don't like Academics, but I don't think that's the true narrative of that story at all. But like, yeah, like you gotta watch out for that stuff too. Like, you know, IG thoughts and all. Now I know y'all ain't probably heard nothing about that, but y'all know like of the culture and stuff and all that. So you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Even if y'all link it back to the Cardi B stripper thing or whatever, which I don't really care about. I don't. Look, no harm, no foul. You already buying sex, so what are you? How you gonna trip that she robbed you? Why are you falling asleep around women that you paid for sex? But whatever. I thought you were supposed to pay me. I'll tell them to leave. But whatever. Like, how y'all feel about like? I guess either one of those, things. The you know.
I mean, I really didn't have too much to say about the Cardi B thing either. I mean, it is what it is. It's average. Yeah, I feel. You should. So, I mean, if you're paying for it, you're supposed to be on your P's and Q's anyway.
Exactly.
Because if I'm paying for it, I'm having my money somewhere. Or leaving it somewhere. It ain't gonna be.
And I'm not making extra money. I'm not tipping. Yeah. You know, like I'm bringing exact change. Get out of here.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm the same on that one.
Oh shit, how y'all feel about y'all heard about the death penalty thing they trying to get YNW Melly? Yeah. Man. First of all, I don't even think he killed his friend. See, y'all, this is the fun part because I know y'all probably ain't heard about none of these stories.
Let's hear this.
So YNW Melly is a rapper from out of Florida. Pretty cool guy. I like his song. He actually got a song called Murder on My Mind. This is what got him arrested.
That's
So he got that song, and then apparently they saying that he killed his friends in the car, then tried to make it look like a drive-by, drove around with their bodies and stuff. So they got him, it was 4 of them in the car, and him and his other friend apparently killed his other 2 friends. That's what they say, allegedly. I don't believe it. I don't think he did that. There's a video of him showing up at the hospital and with him and all of that. But apparently they got like all this evidence. They say the bullets coming. They show that they shot from inside. There ain't no bullet holes on the outside. I don't know. I didn't see pictures. I didn't see no evidence. The story just sounds so far-fetched. I don't want to believe it, and I don't want to believe that he would do such a thing.
Yeah.
Now, he does have a song called "Murder on My Mind."
Yeah.
In the song,
Right.
say, I didn't mean to shoot him. He just caught me by surprise.
Yeah.
I reloaded my pistol, cocked it back and shot him twice. Now you're just murdering. Like now it's not self-defense or accident anymore. After you continue to shoot him once you realize he caught you by surprise and you didn't mean to do it. But whatever. So I don't know how that's gonna work out for him, but I really don't think that I don't think that he did it. I hope he get found innocent if he didn't do it. And I definitely don't want to get the death penalty, even if he did it. He can do life.
And the funny thing about it, you know how the courts is, they'll try to use that song against him, even if he, you know what I'm saying, didn't do it, which kind of looks bad. But then again, they always do that to anybody in the hip hop community. They'll take a song and then try to just, you know what I'm saying, kill you with your own song.
A good name, he actually got Boosie's lawyer, YNW Melly, and he recorded that song before this incident happened. So it ain't like he recorded it after. Yeah, but they try to
still,
they try to hang them, and
you
that's
said murder was on your mind.
Exactly. That ain't cool, man. And everybody, like all these rappers and stuff, say, and fuck that. Like shout out to Andrew Schultz because he brought this up, but all the country singers, women that be singing about murdering their husbands and shit. Nobody pulling them up. I think their whole genre is just about how they murder their husbands or the men that wrong them. And nobody's calling them up to fucking fess up to the shit. But whatever, man. And just to close out on the rap shit before we, I guess, move on into sports because that's what I'm looking at. And yeah, but anyway, fuck the lady that vandalized the Nipsey Hussle mural. Like I don't even look at that. I don't even know. Didn't even read into it. Didn't even look at why she did it. I don't even look at what she put over it. I just read the headline and I see her going to like the Crenshaw part and putting some shit over it. So that's all I need. It's like certain stuff I'm like, oh yeah, that's good enough for me. I'm convicting you for it. Fuck you, write you off. I don't need the, like, I don't know, FBI uncovers 2 cops connected to the KKK. Yeah, I believe it. I don't need to read that story. Sounds true. Like fuck that shit. But, on the sports, the playoffs is here. That first, I know it's a minute, but I just gotta give some props to that goddamn Damian Lillard shot. That shit was fucking incredible. I don't know if all y'all seen it.
I missed that one.
Man. So Damian pulled up from 37 feet, 115, fourth quarter, 4 seconds, and Paul George on him, and he's just out there by the logo, not too, on the corner. And he out there, and he dribbling, just timing the clock down. Been doing this 6 games now, so it's not like he not known for pulling up from back there. They been calling him Logo Lillard for a reason. So he back there for a reason. He sidesteps all the way back there, shoots over Paul George, and nothing but that. Drops it for the game winner. 3. Steps off, no emotion, wave by to the OKC. And then fucking, after that, Paul George was like, yeah, that was a bad shot. It was a bad shot. Whatever. He been making that shot 6 games straight. You just, you was hurt or whatever. You was better off blaming on your shoulder. Like, you should have been like, I was hurt my shoulder. I couldn't get you better off that because you jumped at it. Like, I don't know. But yeah, I was happy to see Damian Lillard do that because apparently, Russell was talking shit. And I like Russell too. I don't have no allegiance to anybody. I'm not really a sports guy. I'm sitting there talking shit like I'm a sports guy. Not a sports guy at all. I don't have no allegiance to no team. I just like the players, and when some shit like this happens, I like big moments. That's what I'm a fan of. So Russell was talking shit. Damian Lillard got some get back, and I followed that story like game 2. I'm like, oh shit, this will be interesting. got to game 6, man. He fucking pulled that shit off, or whatever game it was. He pulled that shit off and sent them home. That shit was fun as hell, man, to watch. Like, for real. Now I'm a Damian Lillard fan. I want him to win now. I want him to be Portland and the Bucks, because I'm tired of seeing the Warriors win. And I want to see KD leave. I'm pretty sure he out of there after this season.
He's done.
Well, he a free agent. I don't think he's gonna resign with Golden State. It ain't fun no more. Like, you ever play the game when you was a kid, but it was that one kid that just sucked and it was never no fun to play him in the game? That's the Golden State Warriors. It's no fun to play no more. They win out. That's why they gotta beat themselves. We gotta be like, oh, we're really getting no fuck tonight. We'll just lax. We'll be lackadaisical. And then they end up getting blown out by like Brooklyn or some shit. But they gotta like literally stop playing to be beat. If they just play regular, they ain't even gotta do spectacular shit.
Right.
They all just play regular. They win in most of the games because they got too many people to. You don't have enough people on your team to defend all the good people they got on their team.
No.
Like, I don't care, and maybe, I don't know basketball. Like I say, take this with a grain of salt. I don't know shit. But just logical speaking, right? Logically speaking, no matter what plays, defense, whatever you run, if you ain't got 5 people that can shoot as good as the 5 people that they got in there and move and be that good, one of these people is going to get off. And if you got KD at center, fucking, DeMarcus at center, when he healthy. So you got Boogie at center, KD at power forward, and then whichever Clay and Steph, and another one of them 3-point shooting motherfuckers at small forward. I can't think of it right now, but it's one of them because they got like 10, and they just run out there all day. It's just killer.
Yeah, that was like fun.
Yeah, it gets boring. They gotta be fighting with each other, be mad at each other or something for them to lose a game. That's why they lose. You see Draymond fighting with KD or some shit. Like and then they lose. Like, yeah, it's boring. But Kawhi, like, I can't wait till the next season. It's gonna be interesting. Kawhi's a free agent too, and he did something dumb yesterday. I don't know. He didn't beat his career high for some reason. I didn't read it because it was stupid. The thought of it, bro. Why are you not beating your old career high? It's not like you beating another legend or something like when Barry Sanders did the Walter Payton thing. Like, but whatever. But I do like Kawhi though. He had a stupid laugh, but I do like Kawhi though because he fun to watch and he like is he by himself? Well, now because Kyle Lowry, is that it? He absent in the playoffs. But who else on the Boston? Fucking Boston beat Milwaukee yesterday.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm scared now, man.
Yeah.
I want Milwaukee to win real bad, but I heard that Boston is too much for them. Y'all like Bucks fans? Y'all want Milwaukee to win, or just because y'all close to Milwaukee?
Probably just super close.
Yeah,
Fans,
that's pretty
but I still want them. I want them to win.
Yeah, I want them to win just because of Giannis, and they like right there. I don't know what it was some other shit. It was what else was we supposed to discuss to get off of that shit? We should be right. I should have this shit written down on paper. I'm glad that's like just like test shit, you know?
Yeah.
Like, cause I remember the end part because I ain't see the shit, so I know that. Oh shit, Offset met with his father after 23 years. That's some dope shit.
Yeah.
Like black dudes, they need their fathers, man. Like
Most definitely.
that's so when I say first, I don't know if you seen the Breakfast Club interview with Offset.
Oh yeah.
And he was like talking about how he missed him and everything.
Yeah.
First, that shit touched me because I was like, damn, that's like some real shit for him to be that guy and not be so vulnerable in his music, but then go up there and just reveal all of that.
Mm-hmm.
And then this clip popped up like last week sometime of him like hugging his father. He ain't seen him after like 23 years and he was just hugging him so long and all that. It was just, that type of shit is just dope, man. And it's just really opens up, like me at least, it opens up my mind to be like, damn, like black dudes really need their fathers. Like I shouldn't even say black, like people period, men period, like boys, men, like they need their father, and a lot of shit that be wrong with men when they get older and they grow up, as far as the, whether you want to call it like the toxic masculinity stuff, whether you want to call it the, even
Misguided.
yeah, the
Misguided.
homophobic
It's a
shit.
lot of-
It's all like the anger shit, domestic
Yeah.
violence. It's all not knowing how to deal with your emotions
Mhm.
and bottling them up, and the only way to let it out is aggression.
Yeah.
So if I'm feeling a way in my relationship and I'm hurt emotionally and don't know how to express it, but I'm aggressive now and it comes out domestic violence. You know, if I'm homophobic and some gay stuff happened or some gay stuff happened around me, I don't know how to just let that go or how to feel about it, and I don't know how to manage it. I want to beat somebody up now, or not. That's aggression, you know.
Right.
Like most of the shit comes from dudes not knowing how to handle their
Yeah,
emotions
yeah.
and shit, and like how to like deal
A
with
whole
stuff.
bunch of confusion.
Yeah, and it cause yeah, like I don't know, cause I noticed like people that growing up, people that didn't have their father, and my father passed when I was 11, so it was like I had him, and then it was a different form of not having him because I knew that if he was there, he would have been there. But it was also like seeing the psychological and stuff from my friends who, or even my, you know, cousin, my family, like, who father never was there. Such a rejected feeling. It's such a feeling of, damn, do he not like want me, or do he not let me? You grow up with that, and you just had that in life, and you know, it comes out in different ways or whatever. So it's just, I don't know, that it took me down that wormhole, like seeing stuff like that. I always think too much and internalize things like that. Like if I see a father being a father to his son, like a kid just out and about, always get to me, like it touch me. I'm like, oh man, that's some real stuff. I used to, yeah, and I used to do stupid shit, like I say something like, man, that's cool stuff, but that's just what he's supposed to do. He don't need me to, he don't need congratulations from me. He's like, I'm supposed to take care of myself. What are you talking about? So yeah, like I stopped doing that years ago. But yeah, that was always some weird shit to like do or realize. But like yeah, that's I don't know, like whenever shit like that happens.
Yeah.
Damn man, this I'm
Kids definitely will be confused about a lot without that other half of parenting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because a lot of times, a lot of women say this all the time, and not to take nothing from them. Like, okay, you a single parent, but you can't teach a man how to be a man. You can teach him how to do, you know what I'm saying, tremendous things.
Yeah.
I ain't taking that from you, but the feeling of a man is the feeling of a man. You can't tell me how to be a man. You can't. I could teach my son, it's gonna be a different feeling. You know what I'm saying? I could teach my daughter different things, but I can't teach her how to be a woman.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? She gotta have. It's a different feeling when a woman is teaching you different things about being a woman. Just like a man, you get a different feeling. Like I could tell one of my homeboys, like, man, you need to get your shit together. He gonna take it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you right, bro. You right. But it coming from a woman, it's gonna be a totally different feeling. You know what I mean? It's gonna sound like you talking down on them. You know what I mean? Like, you need to get your shit together. You're like, man, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? And then it's something else because it's an ego thing. But coming from another man, he gonna be able to understand it because you right, bro. I probably do. He gonna look at it totally different.
Especially
it's
if
like
it's
raising one. You know what I'm saying? You can raise anybody to
friend.
act a certain way or be, you know what I'm saying, respectful and all that type of shit. You can teach them respect and you can teach them manners and all that. But like I said, it's a different feeling when a man is trying to teach a boy how to, you know what I'm saying, be a man.
Yeah.
Just the same way with a woman.
Yeah, certain stuff you ain't gonna like. A woman probably won't be so quick to tell her son, like, you know, if anybody fuck with you, you know, you fight,
Yeah.
like you fight. She ain't gonna be so quick to say that. As opposed, I'm not all of them, but I'm saying like some. As opposed to like most men that I know is gonna be like, yeah, you don't want to be bullied to nobody, but you're not gonna be bullied either.
Exactly.
You know, if somebody like disrespect you or something, you know, you don't tolerate that stuff and all of that type of shit. So
Always
I mean, just like it's plenty of examples where, you know, stuff can be like compared and it can be the same, but it's just different understandings. Because sometimes I don't have no kids at all, but sometimes the people I do know that have kids, and you know, if they single moms, and I tell them like, well, yeah, you need to tell them, you know, fucking this one, like, go in his mouth if he needs to, like, and they be like, I ain't gonna tell him that, it can't be black, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, all right, you know, it's what I'm gonna say. It ain't my place to push for it or nothing. One time, hey, you need to tell them if you don't want to get bullied no more.
Right. I mean, I don't teach violence, but I'm gonna teach respect.
Yeah.
So if somebody hits you, then
yeah,
they don't
have
have. You know what I'm saying? I ain't teaching you to be violent. I'm teaching you to get your respect. You know what I'm saying? And be respectful. You know what I'm saying? Don't
You-
put your hands on nobody, and don't let nobody put their hands on
Yeah,
you.
because you ain't got to win, but if you hit somebody bullying you and you show them like you're not finna, we finna fight all the time, or you're not gonna be
Right.
hitting
Like
getting
every
away
time, I
with it.
mean, you can whoop my butt every time, but
Yeah, but
I'm still gonna stand up for myself.
yeah, that's like
Pretty soon
that's,
it's gonna be like,
yeah, eventually, and that's when like you say the respect part come in. Like you just, it's not about like being violent, like being more violent than this person or be overly violent. Make sure you win, or you. It's like nah. Make sure you don't just accept. You know what I'm saying?
And I see a lot of
give
parents teach kids to fight instead of, you know what I'm saying, respect. You should teach them respect first. Teach them how to defend themselves, of course. Like you want to teach them boxing lessons, whatever. That's cool. But at the same time, you got to teach them when to use those lessons. Not just, oh, I'm gonna teach you how to fight. So when you just go out in the street, you know, you can do whatever. Beat people up and they proud of that. Nah, man. Then you got them going down a totally different path. You teach them respect that goes along with the defense is defense. I mean, you teach them I teach them how to shoot, fight, whatever. You know what I'm saying? As a aspect of defense, not you know what I'm saying, just going out into the world and kicking some ass or something like that.
Bro, on Instagram, they had his kids like with the guns and all
Yeah.
the knowledge and ask them questions and all of that. Like, I don't think shit wrong with that at all.
Nah. But the
at all.
media try to tell you.
Nobody in school gonna fuck with them kids ever.
Yeah.
Like, I promise you that. Like, for
Because they
real.
got more than
And they
just
gonna,
defense. They got
and they gonna be
knowledge.
teaching you some shit when they beating your ass. Man, alright, look, before we get out of here, we'll close out on this. We all know we planned on this shit. Them Avengers, man, Avengers dropped this week. You know, I didn't see it yet, so don't like spoil it.
Yeah, me neither.
The only thing I know is
Me
that
and kids.
everybody came back because it wouldn't be a movie if everybody didn't come back. So somehow they figured out some way to get all of them back on screen. That's all I know. But we can still discuss it.
That's
It's
like
like the last one, all the hype going on. The fact that I gotta fucking wait until next week Tuesday to see it now because all the Tuesdays are sold out and I don't want to pay for it.
I was planning on
Like-
going Tuesday.
Oh, you can probably get a single seat still, but you
No,
gotta
I
buy
got kids. They want to see that.
Oh, no, it's a
Kids,
wrap.
we go to all those.
Oh, it's a wrap, bro. You better buy your tickets. Buy your tickets for next
already, man.
Tuesday
Let's
when
go.
the movie
Let's
drop.
go.
Cause it ain't no together seats. It's it's a single back here, one over here, some up fronts. But yeah, I already checked all the times. I was mad. I was sick. Damn it, thought about calling in to work. Like, look.
Yeah. Yeah, but that was kind of following the comic books anyway, I think.
Oh, you seen it already?
No, I was just saying, like, if you're calling into work, you say, yeah, I'm just really bad right now. They end up going to see the same movie as you later.
Oh, yeah.
You an Avengers fan or Marvel fan, comic book,
Yeah,
all that? Y'all excited about the movie?
yeah, I'd like to see what they do with it and how they're gonna close it out, especially after
Yeah.
getting half the world.
Yeah.
Now, did y'all watch the comic? Did y'all read the comics as a kid and stuff?
Bits and pieces, certain ones.
Yeah.
My stepfather was actually quite a big collector, so it was the ones that weren't in the plastic sleeves. I could read.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I had a gang of comic books. I had all of them.
So
So
you
I
probably
kind
know
of
what's
know,
gonna
you know what I'm
happen.
saying? That as far as them coming back, I kind of remember that as a kid, like something happened to some of them, and then, I mean, they comics, they always,
Yeah,
you know, Superman died.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Some of them come back, some of them, you know.
Yeah, that's when I seen the last one last year, I went home and I Googled the comic and read it. But I'm glad I don't remember none of it, but I definitely just had that bug, like, fuck, I want to see what happened next, like, I don't want to fucking wait. And then I hear that sometimes they don't always stick to the comics either. So they had changed some shit. So if you know, if you've been a fan and you studied them like that and you just know these comics, you can easily tell, like, oh yeah, this movie, they changed this, it actually happened this way in the comic, blah, blah, blah. So that's another reason why I was like, I don't feel too bad if I read it. So the only thing that I know from it is Captain Marvel's supposed to help in a big way because she as powerful as him.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody come back because the movie gotta be a movie. It wouldn't be a movie with just Captain Marvel, Thanos, and Samuel L. Jackson. Those are two things that I know. I feel like everybody already know. The Captain Marvel thing been out since last year when Avengers came out. Everybody was posting it. this was finna, that she was gonna be it. Brie Larson, they kind of got out of here because she was doing a Captain Marvel movie run, and she said something about where's all the like people of color interviewing me or something like that. But I think she was like in Europe or something when she was like overseas. I don't even think she was in America. So it's like, yeah, we don't have a lot of those like doing journalism work over here. Let alone you're not doing a like race movie. I can see you was doing like some race movie, even a slavery movie, which we all hate. But I'm like, even if you're doing that, you can bring up why people of color. Is it even any people of color in the Captain Marvel universe? Like, why did you bring that up? You just, and then especially when your demographic for most people going to see this Captain Marvel movie is gonna be white men. So why would you do that and position yourself like that? But the power of Marvel still gonna go see it because
Yeah, some people just putting too much. It's from comic books.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah. Even also like even with the race, so like this comic book can't be this color or this color. He's not that color. Oh, you mean this person that flies and shoots out beams from his eyes? He can't be a different race.
Yeah,
Like God forbid that this make believe person with these make believe superpowers be a different race. Oh my God! Like it's crazy. They be killing me with that different gender, different race, all of that.
yeah, oh man.
It's like just, it's all fictional.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, make one up yourself. I mean,
yeah, that too. Like you can make up your own.
whatever you
universe.
want, make it up yourself, and it shouldn't be no problem.
Yeah.
I mean, I ain't gonna argue over the color of a superhero. Shit, that somebody else drew.
Yeah, that's,
He drew it.
that's just always the same way people feel about the Santa Claus thing, you know, with that being black and white. And just to end on a spicy note, the same way people feel about Jesus. Yeah, how can that be? How can he be black or white? It's a fictional character. Alright, y'all. I shouldn't have said that. I'm too God-fearing. Be making those type of jokes. This like been a test run. It's been fun, you know. Mike, Toby, Sid, good having y'all here. I'm Craig Smith, and I'm signing off. This has been the time to chill. Yes, we're recording high, and I hope you are as well. See y'all next time.
You know it.